My boy. Yes, sir. $4,000 payment came in.
I'm a 24-year-old making $100,000 a month online. And so far, 12 days into February, I only made $37,000. So a lot of catching up to do, slightly behind, but I am documenting the journey every single day to reach my goal of $1 million a month. So not only do you get to see me catch up and sprint to get back to 100K a month pace, but you also see long-term how I'm gonna keep growing my company to $1 million a month and beyond. With all the mistakes, failures, hardships, lessons, everything in between, you get to see it for yourself so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that I do trying to get there. But yeah, it is a Wednesday. Not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little burnt out lately, so it's gonna be a pretty chill day. It's actually my cousin's birthday, so gonna get lunch with him, my uncle, and my grandma. Thankfully, they're in Chicago right now, so I get to spend some time with them. Then after that, I have a meeting later in the afternoon with my business partners, and then I'm pretty much chilling, so not much going on today. Quite frankly, I need to take a rest. I don't know what it is, like I barely work anyway, like I work like 1 to 2 hours a day max, but it's either these vlogs are burning me out, having to film all day every day, or there's just something else. Maybe I'm just feeling a little bit uninspired. Who knows? I'll solve that problem later. With that being said, let's get the day started. Let's go.
Happy birthday, Kyle. Big man. This is my grandma. Say hi. So, this is your boy now. This is me on Instagram. 465,000 people following me now. I'm also on YouTube, which is what I'm filming now. Honestly, that's how mom and dad keep up with me. Just watch my YouTube videos. Happy birthday, my boy. Yes, sir. 28?
Yep, nail on the head. Yeah, I'm
It's
28.
not that old. I'll say my best friend
I'm
is.
in my 30s right now. I'm running up to my 30s.
Yeah. How's the meal?
Pretty good, pretty filling, pretty soft. How about yourself, good sir?
I'd say hella spicy. Stomach's about to be in shambles tomorrow. Can't feel my lips.
I'll send my prayers to you, don't worry about it.
But it was pretty good. Not all you could eat though, but it's all good. Just saw on my phone a $4,000 payment came in. Pretty cool. Being able to make money without having to actually do the work myself. Like my business just runs without me. So I get to actually spend time with family, still be able to print money. Just wrapped up some work and a meeting, and now your boy is chilling for the rest of the day. It was quite an interesting feeling getting to see my grandma. Put this in perspective, I haven't seen her since 2019, like before I even started entrepreneurship. I was like a freshman in college, and she came down to visit me while I was in college for my birthday. And that was when my grandfather was still alive, and yeah, that was like the last time I saw them. So this year it's been kind of a challenge. Like my grandfather passed away like way earlier, back in like January, February. I totally forgot. I can't just help but think, like, wondering how she feels and all the trauma and grief since my grandfather passed away, but like wasn't ever like that close with her. I guess there's like a little guilt with that. And like, yeah, I could like have my English to Tagalog. Tagalog is like the Filipino language, by the way. But I could use like the English to Tagalog language barrier as an excuse, but I don't know. I feel like there definitely could be a better connection there than what it is right now. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. And yeah, if you're wondering why I haven't seen her in 6 years, it's because she was in the Philippines and never came back to America. But she's going to be in America for the next, I don't even know, like 8 months. So plenty of time to get to know her and get some more quality connection going on. Thought that would be interesting to share with you guys. Anyways, I don't really have much going on anymore. So I'm probably just going to chill. We'll see where the rest of the day takes us. Now I am chilling in my massage chair watching my girlfriend Allison's YouTube channel. She's actually killing it on YouTube right now. She just hit 40K, which is kind of crazy because when we first started dating, she was at like 6,000-ish. And then she was growing probably like 10K every like 6, 8-ish months. And then to put this in perspective, she's grown from 30 to 40K in the span of like 2 months, maybe 3 max. So she's exploding. She's finally blowing up the way she's always wanted to, and really proud of her. And I just remember always having conversations. She was always like, the growth is so slow. Like at this rate, I'm not gonna reach 50K until like 5 years later or something like that. And I always told her like, growth is exponential. It's never just a linear curve where it's like always gonna stay the same, right? Like things stack up over time. And it looks like this, where it's like a flat line at first, and then you just hit your acceleration point and explode up. And so that's exactly what she's seeing right now. It's like before she was kind of at like a flat line, just like posting, only getting like a couple hundred or even 1,000 views. And now she's getting like 4K, 5K, 10K, even 100K plus view videos now, which is fucking insane. And it feels really good just to see all the fruits of her labor actually pay off. And so I just use that as motivation for my YouTube channel too. Like right now, like I'm still in this like flat curve phase, right? Like I'm posting every day. And yeah, I might get like 1,000, 2,000 views a video. And sometimes that could be like demotivating, but I just know like if I keep improving, keep getting better every time, then eventually I'm gonna hit my own acceleration point and explode up too. Just for now, I gotta actually put in the work and keep getting better and make these videos as damn good as possible. And so I was asking her some advice for my YouTube channel, and she said like the biggest things that worked for her was like one, like having one clear ideal viewer persona. Like you should like really lock in on who exactly you're talking to. And so I always thought like I just had to talk to my younger self, like the 19-year-old version of myself when I first started, but she kind of said like that could be it, but you also just have to understand like who is your existing audience right now and like what do they want to see? I basically just took all my customer data and plugged it into ChatGPT and made a Google Doc of like my exact target avatar. And it looks like this. I call it Alex the Aspiring Entrepreneur. I wrote down the name, age, gender, location, relationship status, current situation, current income, biggest fear, dream outcome, biggest limiting beliefs, where do they spend their time, what makes them take action, why do they follow me? And then I wrote down a whole detailed day in the life of like what exactly is going on in their head and like how does their life actually look like. And now with this very clear ideal viewer persona, I could really nail down my messaging on what I want to say in these videos that actually speaks to you guys. So that's one. And the number two is actually coming up with the title and the thumbnail first, which I am very guilty of not doing. Like I am a very go with the flow type of person. I just yap about whatever and I just show my day with no plan. Yes, that is easier in the short term, but maybe that's why I'm stunted in my growth, is that there's never actually a purpose with these videos. I'm kind of just showing you guys whatever. And so I think I got to start having themes or tell more stories or just have some type of purpose behind all of these different vlogs that I'm making instead of just making just random videos. So yeah, lots to think about with that. Just got to stay consistent, keep showing up, and I know eventually once this really hits for me, I'm gonna figure it out. But for now, I just got to keep showing up. It really is just a game of keep doing, keep taking action, and just keep seeing the feedback and improving. And as long as I do that, I know I'm in the direction I need to go to. Anyways, gotta keep watching my girlfriend's videos, so let's go. Caught up with all my girlfriend's videos. Quite frankly, I am still feeling so burnt out and so lethargic lately. I think it's just because like to start out the new year, I've been just like so locked in and trying to grow my company, keep making more money, but I've just been doing the same shit over and over and over every single day. Just work out, pull out to sauna steamer combo, and then to meetings, eat a steak dinner, and that's it. So we're gonna really try to anti-lock in, where instead of me trying to do the same routine, try to branch out and experience new things. So this Sunday, I'm gonna go on a little ski trip with my boys, and then next weekend, I'm gonna actually meet my business partner, Dylan. He's a multimillionaire, I always say it, in Vegas for the first time. Like I really built a $100,000 a month company with a business partner I've never met in person, which is kind of insane. And my other business partner, Ibrahim, when we started our agency 4 years ago, like we didn't even meet up in person until we were already making $20,000 a month. I guess that's just like my thing. Like I partner with people online and I don't even meet them until we're actually doing pretty decent. But yeah, that trip's gonna be fire. It's also my first time in Vegas. So that's one of like the few major cities in America I haven't been to yet. Definitely want to check out the culture and see how it is. Like I'm just done being stuck in the matrix and doing the same shit. Like I think I've always had this fear-based attitude, save as much money as possible. Even when I'm making all this money, I always just feel guilty of like spending a whole lot of money. Maybe it's just like my Filipino blood of trying to like penny pinch. And like, yeah, everybody tells you to have an abundance mindset and to not spend, but it's one thing to actually hear that, and it's another thing to actually act on it and put the money where your mouth is. So yeah, just like moving forward, I'm not gonna be afraid to spend money, just because like that's the whole point of this entrepreneurship game, is like we don't just make money just to stack up a bunch of cash and that's it. Like we make money to be able to experience new things in life and to be able to do things you want to be able to without money. And I feel like I'm just limiting myself so much, just trying to stack as much cash as possible and not to actually live life. So that's something new I'm going to be trying to focus on moving forward, is just like actually getting to enjoy my life instead of just like trapping myself and confining myself to just profiting as much as possible. Just thought that would be interesting to share. Wow, my hair is a mess. Overall, decent day. I gotta really figure out how I'm gonna get through this burnt out phase right now. I feel like I'm kind of in a slump, but just gonna get some rest, and then yeah, we'll see where the day takes me from there. I feel like I'm just like still kind of uninspired for whatever reason. Like I have my main vision board of all the stuff that I want to achieve and what I'm working toward, which is cool, but I think it's just bigger than that. Like I feel like if you're only motivated by your goals, like you also have to be motivated by like the process and the journey to get there. And for whatever reason, I'm just like falling into this trap of not being in love with the journey. And I think like the past couple months, it's been fun just like grinding every day, doing the same routine over and over and over. But now I'm finding myself like wanting to experience more and just get out of the box and get out of my comfort zone and just not be so confined. A lot of changes to make, not just in business, but also just like my overall personal life and experiences, but it's something to think about for now. But as always, official numbers for the day, $5,025. Pretty decent. And if you are wondering how I'm able to make all this money without doing much work, I just made a free course on YouTube breaking down exactly how I made $2 million profit, just type messages on my phone, and how you can do it too, or make like 3 to 4K a month from home if you want. It's on YouTube, just check out this playlist right here and get a pen and paper out because it's gonna go crazy.